So look away. So put it down. Like put it here, the edge. You want to look away and then kind of bring it again. Breathe in. One, two, three.
Hey! Hey, let's go.
I knew it.
Woo! Oh, this is great.
Okay, I don't know if this will ever be released, but I did mean to like document this. I quite literally have not filmed anything in over a month. I just have not been in the mood for anything, but today I did my makeup and everything to film. I filmed the looks, but I didn't film the talking part. And as I was about to film the talking part, I was like, okay, I'll just do it tomorrow, but let me film this. So, last month, actually a month and a day ago, June 18th, I found out that I was pregnant. Um, was very devastating, to say the least. It just was unexpected. I am planning, since last December, my wedding was planned for this December. So, obviously that was getting thrown off. I had literally just said to my fiance, like, oh, can we have a baby 2 years after we get married? So that was my timeline. So yeah, I don't know. I just felt very thrown off by the whole thing. And I haven't been like sick, thank God. Some days I have like headaches, nausea, like, just very mildly, but nothing crazy. I have not vomited or anything. So it's been going very smooth so far as first trimesters go. I've just been very tired. Um, and it's also been just more mental than anything. So really trying to get in a spot of like being excited, being happy. Yeah. So I'm like, let's see. I'm 8 weeks and 2 days as of today. Had my first appointment the other day. The ultrasound's in the other room. I would show y'all, but it's in the other room. I don't know. That's what I was gonna say. I have not told like my family, like my parents. I told my two sisters and then one of my close friends, and then my fiance, obviously, but nobody else knows. It's just something that I'm trying to keep close to me because, like I said, I'm kind of having a hard time processing it and dealing with it. So I don't want to, I'm just not ready to process it with other people, if that makes sense. But yeah, yeah, it's crazy because I was like team no kids for the longest. Like, I never wanted kids. And then it was probably like last year, beginning of this year, like I started to have like the strongest desire to have a child. And I don't know if that came with like healing because, like, I did therapy and all that to kind of overcome any childhood trauma that I had. I don't know if they came from a relationship with God and just kind of, I don't know, really understanding like the woman that he wanted me to be, even though it wasn't the woman that I thought I should be or that I necessarily wanted to be. Or if it was, I was getting married and I just thought that was the next step. I don't know. But I started to have the strongest desire. And I really did I tried to push it down, to be honest. I did. Because unfortunately, online, I mean, there are a few women that talk about how much they enjoy motherhood, but I feel like there's so much talk nowadays of like just all the negative parts of motherhood and like how it's so hard. And obviously, I know it's hard. I get that. But I'll see women like, there's just so much conversation around like, oh, women having kids versus not having kids, whatever. And I feel like women will be like, that have kids will literally be like, oh, I love my kids, they're my everything. But I tell women, don't do it. Like, and it's like, they're not really, like, you're saying you love your kid, but you're not really saying like the good parts of motherhood or whatever. I don't know. So that kind of scares me because it's like, I don't want to feel like, oh, I love my child, but I hate this life for me. Or yes, I love my child, but like, I just hate being a mom. Like, I don't want to feel like that. And it's so hard to, I feel like it's so hard to kind of tune out other voices. So I want to limit my time on social media. Let me say that. I want to limit my time on social media, but honestly, just because, like I said, I'm so exhausted. Most of my time is just laying around nowadays. I am kind of on it more than what I was. So that's probably something I need to just be mindful about and the content I consume and not letting other people's opinions, stories or whatever become mine because we're all different. Like that may not be the case for me, but it is something that I think about often. Like, oh my gosh, like, am I gonna like this? um, and I feel like I will. I do feel like I'll get to the point where I'm happy and I love it. Like when I was having this desire to have kids, like I literally had like a whole picture of like me just loving it and having like this loving family and just all the things I would do differently because I didn't come from a two-parent household. And yeah, so what am I trying to say? So yeah, still very much so in the processing phase, although I found out over a month ago. Still in that phase, but I don't know. Maybe I actually seen that that's normal, and I've been in therapy still, and she said that's normal. So and to just sit with however I'm feeling. So giving myself grace there and space, and I pray over my baby. If I feel like really away, like I'll talk to my baby. That's so crazy to say my baby. um but yeah, I already feel such a strong need to like do more and be better and like, okay, like what am I gonna do to give them like a wonderful life? It's so much. Like I want to know if anybody has like gotten pregnant and automatically felt like a happiness, or does everybody go through like this period of uncertainty and anxiety and all the things. So that's my little diary entry for today. Oh, I was going to talk about why I even took a test. So I I meant to talk about like when I found out like just that whole thing. So my cycle is pretty regular, and um it didn't come on like if it doesn't come on like the day that my tracker says, I automatically start freaking out. So it didn't come on for like a few days, and then I was just spotting for a whole day, and I'm like, that never happens. Let me take a test. I took it like at night. It was positive. I texted my fiance. I was like, can you come up? Can you come here? It's urgent. I was on the floor like shaking, crying, and he's like, why are you upset? Like, it's okay, we'll be fine, blah, blah, blah. Like, he's just always so positive and all of this. And I'm like, it's not fine. Like, I'm freaking out. But he's been super supportive. I just be crying sometimes and he just okay, I had to change my battery. But what's I say? Oh, like sometimes I just cry and he just reassures me that it's gonna be okay, we're gonna be fine, all of that. So um so far with the people that know, I do have a good support system. Like my sister, it's like, don't stress, like you're gonna be fine. She checks on me. My friend checks on me. She has two kids and she loves being a mom, so she's excited for me. She's actually the only person that I really talk to about like having that desire or whatever, and just um, I needed somebody to talk to about it, other than my sister. So that's why she was one of the first people that I told. I do have my bachelorette trip planned for, it's like 2 weeks from now, August 1st through 3rd. The only reason why I'm still doing it is because we're going to the Chris Brown concert. Tickets are purchased, Airbnb is purchased, all of that. So we moved our wedding to next year, and I probably won't do another thing next year, which is fine. Um, but yeah, so after I announce and let everybody know, I'll probably do like a first trimester vlog or something. I don't know, but I just wanted to, like I said, even if this doesn't make it out, I kind of wanted to make it out. Like maybe in the announcement video, I'll put like, this footage. But even if it doesn't, I just wanted to document and kind of speak on what was on my mind, how I was feeling. Like I said, I have not been filming and stuff. Today was like my first day in a long time. And it felt good, to be honest. I've been wanting to get back to it. Like one night I like brain dumped some ideas because I'm just like, I don't want to lose myself. I don't want to just lay here all day, one. But like I said, the exhaustion is real and it's okay to rest during that first trimester. But I did want to start like pushing myself. And then this video, it literally was a partnership. The video that I had to film is literally a partnership. So like I have to get it done. Um, so yeah, trying to get back to filming. And even if I'm just doing little entries here and there, it's just getting me back in the groove of like talking to the camera and all that, because I was like, oh, I don't feel like talking. I don't feel like being bothered. I have not really left the house. Yeah. And I just don't want to fall into like a depression or just give into like the anxiety or whatever. So, um, trying to get to the phase of getting back to my normal life. Like, okay, you found out, it is what it is. On the days that you feel like you can do something, do it. So I need to start working out again, need to start filming content again, all of that. So yeah, that's my first little pregnancy journal entry. Okay, y'all, so my plan was to do like little video journal entries, um, just of my first trimester, and I think I've only done one at this point, and first trimester is about over. So today I'm 11 weeks. I'll be 12 weeks in like 2 days. And then I think the 13th week is the last week of the first trimester, and then I'll be in my second trimester. So at least want to get one more of these in, and I think I was like 7, 8 weeks when I did the first one, and some things have changed. I mean, not a lot, but I was watching that video back, and I kind of feel bad for using the word devastated, but I do want to honor just truly how I felt in that moment. That's how I felt. Um, but y'all, for real, like I was telling my fiance yesterday, I'm like, the first trimester is like crazy. I'm like, I am just so grateful for my life and the fact that like I don't have a job. So I literally just, if I was tired, I got to go to sleep. If I didn't feel like doing anything, I didn't have to do anything. So shout out to the women that work, that take care of other kids in the first trimester, because just the level of exhaustion, I can't, I can't. Um, like I said in the last video, like I said in the last entry, thankfully I haven't been sick. I still haven't, so I'm so grateful for that. But literally the level of exhaustion is crazy. Like I just want to sleep all the time. I don't feel like doing anything. I don't feel like going anywhere. The only time I leave my house is for like scheduled things. Like I want to simply go for a walk, and that just has not happened. Um, I had in my head that like, because I had like a really good I had a really good workout routine, and I had in my head that like, oh, like I will keep up with my workouts, and I'll be the person that works out my entire pregnancy. Y'all, I haven't had the energy. I think I used to do strength training like twice a week. I've gone to strength training twice since being pregnant. Like I said, I'm 11 weeks. I found out at 4 weeks. Um, I've done Pilates 3 times. So I think I went the day after I found out, and then like 2 more times. One of those times being during my bachelorette weekend, because that was like something I had planned for that. And I've done like maybe 2 walks, but yeah, I just don't be feeling like doing anything. So hopefully it's true what they say that in the second trimester you have more energy. I'm looking forward to that because I just don't feel like myself. Like, and I just hate, like I said, I'm grateful that like I don't have a job, and I work with my fiance and whatever, but like we don't have a lot to do, and like if he genuinely sees me like just resting, whatever, he doesn't push me to do anything. So I've been doing stuff here and there, but nothing like what I used to, what I should do. Um, oh, back to the devastation thing. So yes, I want to honor the fact that that is how I felt at the time. But I think just as time has went on, another reason why I say the first trimester is crazy is because I just feel like it's literally, this is my personal experience. I feel like it's literally just weeks of you just trying to come to terms with like, this is happening. Like, this is happening. And I feel like, I don't know, maybe some people's experiences are different. Like if you were trying and you were really hoping for it, like maybe you felt right off, like you were excited, you were happy. And not that I wasn't happy per se, but it just threw me off because I wasn't planning for it. So like it just threw me off, and it took me a while to like come to terms with like, okay, this is happening. So honestly, the last few weeks I have just been trying to lock back in with God and read my Bible more, pray more. I've been doing like pregnancy devotional plans on the Bible app. I've been praying for my baby. I've been journaling. Literally just trying to stay in a good headspace. But like I said, my overall feelings have changed. So I feel like I am more so like just looking forward to all the things. So like, oh, when am I gonna start showing? Oh, I'm ready to find out the gender. So there's just like more acceptance there now. So that's great. More people know now. I still haven't announced it to like social media, so it's still like our closest people know. But I think at the time, like I had only told who I told. But as of now, my parents know, my all my close friends know. Well, pretty much all they're all my friends. I'm not having bridesmaids, so like all the girls that were on my bachelorette trip with me, those are pretty much like my group of girlfriends. So they all know, so that was fun. They were really supportive, and I really needed that, especially that weekend. So that was great. Um, my fiance family knows, a few of his friends. So yeah. Um, what else did I want to say? But yeah, like I said, really looking forward to the second trimester and this tiredness going away because yeah, I'm just ready to feel like myself again. Because I actually feel lazy. Like when I don't feel like doing anything, like it just feels lazy. Um, and I know like I have to give myself grace because it's not that I'm lazy. I am literally making a whole human. So that's that. Um, but it's like I genuinely miss like filming. I like literally have ideas to film, and I think even in the last video I was saying like I don't feel like talking, I don't feel like putting myself together, like yeah. Um, but I know slowly but surely I will get back to it, and I still want to be a fashion girl. So now I'm just kind of like looking at my wardrobe, seeing like what will still work as I grow and things that I will need. Putting like my fall wish list together. So that's exciting, and definitely will have fashion content coming up. I am not going to turn into somebody that just talks about pregnancy. I'm a fashion girl. Okay, so we're gonna keep doing that. Back to me not being sick. Like I feel I'm so grateful, and it makes me feel so bad for the women that like experience that because oh, and that's something else I wanted to mention, like just kind of like the anxiety in your first trimester. Not anxiety, yeah, kind of anxiety. Like you're like, so I mean you have your first appointment at 8 weeks. My next appointment is Thursday, so like right at 12 weeks. But it's like, what's going on? Like during that time where you literally can't feel anything, like you can't see anything, it's like, is everything okay in there? You know? Um, and I oh, so the whole being sick thing, like I feel like some women know they're pregnant. Some women know they're pregnant because they're sick. They have the physical symptoms. I wouldn't know that I was pregnant if I didn't have the exhaustion that I have and like my eating. So I can eat pretty much anything. Um, I mean, I have been eating pretty much anything. Like I don't have anything that I just can't tolerate, but I can't eat a lot. So like I'll be like super hungry. I'll eat a few bites and then I'm full. So those are that's how I know that I'm pregnant. But other than that, I just gotta wait to go to the doctor's office and see my little baby, hear the heartbeat. I think tomorrow, not tomorrow, Thursday, I get to hear the heartbeat. So that's exciting. Um, and get an updated ultrasound. They said this one will look more baby like. So I'm excited to see the difference in how it looks. And then hopefully my next appointment after that will be finding out the gender. I don't want to do a gender reveal. I just want to do like a cute little video with just us two. I think those are always so cute. So yeah, gonna do that. So yeah, while it was on my mind, I wanted to come and do another first trimester journal entry um, before the first trimester is over. Hopefully I get one more in before the first trimester is over, and if not, I will see you guys in the second trimester.